So I wanted to start this video off on a positive note. I think from above, this looks sexy as fuck, and it's uniform, and you know what? The cables on the like coming out like that, it doesn't even bother me. Everything just looks nice and neat and organized. My buddy absolutely fucking killed it with these phone stands and these phone mounts, and they're actually for sale on eBay, and I will put it below. But yeah, but time for like the gripes of the station. I don't think I will ever be buying a 60 port station again. And I knew that this might be a problem because it's 300 watts between 60 ports, so that means it's only 5 watts per port, and I'm running into some problems. So like this phone here, it's been plugged in for 2 days straight and it's sitting at 9%. And sometimes 5 watts, it's just not enough to charge and mine at the same time, leading your phones to slowly trickle to death. I had these phones, um, these 8 phones here, I bought from a buddy from Germany, and they were originally on that 60 port charger, and they kept dying. And my buddy told me like, hey, like the batteries aren't very good on them, so you might have to dial back the cores. So I did, but they just kept dying. And one of these S10s, I dialed the cores all the way down to 3 cores, and it kept dying, and I didn't know what to do. So I took my 10 original XYO phones that I knew that had healthy batteries in them, and I put them in, and they are working. And I don't know, but also now these phones are all running all cores, and they're all at 100% and fully charged. And it's because this charging station here is 60 watts. So you're getting 6 watts per core. So that is just like a little heads up. Like, make sure your charging stations are at least 6 watts or above per port, or else your phones will slowly die. And like, I'm not saying that this is a bad charging station. It is just not good for mining, and it is probably not good for 40 phones mining at once. I think my only solution might be is to turn off any phones that aren't fully charged and let them charge and then fire them back up. Because right now, if you look here, this phone is at 7% and I'm only getting 1.83 mega hash on it. But if you look at this phone over here, it's at 100% and it is getting, 4.3 mega hash. So like, I think my mega hash is suffering a little bit. So that's just an update on that, and how is it's it's a little bit annoying, but it's just something I have to deal with now. If in the future, like, I probably, if I was going to do this cheaper method of phone stands and the fan method, I probably would pick up this Servant 60 watt station again, because it works great. As soon as I put those 8 phones in there, they work fine, and everything's working 100% as intended. So yeah, I guess lesson learned. But other than that, like, I'm pretty happy with all this, and I'm like making pretty decent bank right now off this farm. So it's like, it's pretty cool. And that's just what I just wanted to show you, that, and like give you that information in case you guys were looking in this. Cuz like, honestly, I bet you if you bought this charging station just for like running things like Cash Magnet, or running that whatever that crypto browser, it would be fine. But running phones on all 8 cores mining, it just can't keep up. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with it for now and figure out a solution. But until then, yeah, this is just how it's gonna be. Okay, so basically any phone that wasn't at 100%, um, I just shut off and I'm gonna let it charge to 100%. Because I do have a few phones in here that did die and got charged to 100% and they're still at 100%. Because like I know it takes less power when they're at 100% and charging, or sorry, when they're at 100% and mining versus charging and mining. So we'll probably in a future video I'll have to show you if this works, but I'm almost positive it's gonna fix it. Let's just hope. Okay, so I have a very fun video coming up, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I have things in the works. Let's just say I am making a phone miner for a special someone in the Verus community, and I'm very excited to do it. And I'm also gonna make two other ones for some friends in the mining community. And I don't know when that video is coming out, but just be stay tuned for that one because I think it's going to be a good one. So what did we learn from today's video? Do not buy charging stations that are at least 6 watts or below per port. It just leads to problems. And my only solution now is I'm gonna try and turn off the miners that are struggling to charge right now, let them fully charged, and see if the 5 watts can keep up alone. And yeah, if you like these updates and you wanted to keep seeing them, subscribe and give this video a like. And hey, thanks for watching.